Associates, and we're talking about leadership in various capacities this month. And today, I have some thoughts around leading in a time of crisis. And it's a tough subject because, first of all, I hope that you don't want crisis for anybody, but crisis exists, change exists, and as leaders of organizations, these are things that we have to deal with. I hate to use this as an example because it's, believe it or not, almost 5 years ago now, but COVID was a good example of a crisis that I think everybody, or most everybody, can relate to in some capacity. It's kind of that benchmark in time that we all can kind of pinpoint where we were when that happened. And funny enough, I just still remember both my husband and I were sent home from the work that we were doing on the same day, and I kept telling him, oh, it's going to be 2 weeks, and he kept laughing at me and saying, yeah, no, this is not going to be 2 weeks. And like 2 years later, right? But that was a crisis for many, many organizations, and really, I think culturally and globally shifted a lot of things, not just in the workplace, but in the way that we do a lot of things. As leaders in a time of crisis, we really have to have the ability to make quick decisions and to change course very rapidly. Quick decision making and pivoting can really mean the difference between calm and chaos. And I think that was evident during that time when we saw a lot of businesses that were able to pivot very quickly and things were somewhat business as usual. And there were others that were just kind of turned upside down for a period of time. So I think that's important to think about and to really try to pivot as calmly and as swiftly as possible to avoid chaos, because you don't want to instill fear in your team. And being honest and open with communication. Sometimes as leaders, we just have to say, you know what, I don't have the answer right now, but we're going to get through this and we're going to figure it out. Being adaptable will help definitely minimize fear. The ability for stakeholders and leaders to communicate clearly and to be transparent and to say sometimes, yeah, we don't have all the answers. I think this will really help to minimize also misinformation. The other thing that we want to do as leaders when there's something challenging happening is we want to minimize misinformation. So being clear, honest, and open with communication and being transparent and sharing what we are able to share will help minimize misinformation. Also having that open door policy. If you say you have an open door policy, then make your door open and be available for people to come to you with questions and concerns. Being able to communicate a plan for next steps and following through with that plan, I think will not only build trust, but will help minimize that fear and minimize that chaos. So really leading in times of crisis really calls for stakeholders to be resilient, to clearly communicate action steps, and to be honest and open and transparent, and also to be adaptable. Things can change day by day, minute by minute. And so being adaptable and able to pivot in those times is really important. Remembering that the steps that you take will essentially shape the future of your organization. So share with me how you have led your teams successfully through times of challenging times or times of crisis, although crisis sounds extreme. So even challenging times. I'd love to hear it. Follow us on social media. kellytinen.com is where you can find us. If you like this content, continue and subscribe to the channel. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.